I think that the most important thing, especially when you're in a conversation with somebody that you love and somebody that you care about, somebody that you want to continue having a relationship with, you should probably assume that they may know things that you don't already know. Hey, what is going on? Welcome to the Risen Fallen podcast. I am your host, Mark Henriksen, and if you are brand new to this podcast, what you can expect is open and authentic conversations about things like mental health and self-development. And if you're not new to this podcast, then I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for coming back, supporting the show, supporting the movement, and supporting the idea of making yourself at least 1% better every single day, and along the journey, lifting other people up as well. Whether you're brand new to this show or not, I just want to say as well, also from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here, and you are the reason that I do what I do. And so, happy Thursday morning. If you're listening to the podcast version of this, maybe driving to work, maybe doing some chores, maybe just getting ready for your day. Happy Thursday evening. If you're watching the YouTube version of this, maybe settling down, maybe finishing your workout, finishing your day job, finishing whatever you do on Thursday evenings. Thank you for joining me on this Thursday. It is a beautiful day outside here in Vancouver. I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that your week is going well. I hope that maybe you got some good weekend plans. I know that this weekend coming up here, we're having a little barbecue at our house with the Risen Fallen group. A couple other friends are joining as well. So if you want to get involved with the Risen Fallen group, here in Vancouver, we do mental health walks, we do hikes, we do barbecues, we do tons of different fun stuff. And if you want to support that stuff as well, helps support it, you can grab yourself a t-shirt, a hoodie. I'm not wearing one right now. I'm wearing my Elton John shirt. But you can grab yourself a Risen Fallen shirt or a hoodie at our website, risenfallen.com. And all the proceeds of that go towards the in-person meetups that we have as a group. So, without further ado, let's jump into today's episode. And before I do that, I'm going to take a little sip of my coffee because Lord knows I need it. And if you got maybe a coffee or a water or anything like that in front of you, you can take a sip with me right now. If not, you can take a little breath, and we're going to get into the mindset of self-development and getting better and having a better life. I'm going to take a sip right now. I guess that doesn't really make for a good audio show. I should maybe change things up, but I like taking sips together. Do you guys like taking sips with me? If you do, let me know in the comment section below. If you're watching this on YouTube, maybe let me know in the reviews or shoot me a DM on Instagram what you guys think of taking sips together. But I just wanted to have a short little chat, a little chatteroo, a little chatty chat with you guys and talk about, something that I think is going to help everybody out in conversation, especially nowadays. A few episodes ago, we talked about how there's been so many topics that, have been dividing people in society, so many topics that have been difficult to talk about. And so today I wanted to talk about how to productively disagree with somebody, how to productively, not agree. And so, the idea of productively disagreeing with somebody comes on the form of two pretenses. The first one being that you want to continue having a relationship with this person, a friendship, a good standing relationship with somebody. Maybe it's your family member, maybe it's somebody you meet at a barbecue, somebody you do sports with, somebody that you see at the gym, somebody that you work with, somebody like your boyfriend or your girlfriend, somebody like your parents, just a friend, could be a friend of a friend, could be a friend of a friend's friend, could be your uncle, your aunt, could be your grandma, could be your grandpa, could be your dog. So the first pretense that we'll talk about is if you want to continue having a relationship with this person. And then the other pretense that we're going to assume in this scenario here is that you want to actually learn, you want to actually change your perspective, you're open to changing your perspective, you're just open-minded to hear other things, and then doing so because you're being open-minded, you're probably going to make the other person more open-minded, and they'll probably be more likely to want to hear your perspective and maybe be open-minded to changing their mind or their perspective and just learning new things in general. You can't really control other people, but you can control yourself, and so that's what we're going to chat about today. So assuming that you have those pretenses, you can respectfully and productively disagree. But if you don't want to continue having a relationship with the person that you're disagreeing with, and you're not really caring about learning anything new, and you don't really want to, open your mind and see new perspectives, then the best way to disagree with them is to tell them to fuck off, walk away, storm off, tell them they're idiots, degrade them, call them names, attack them personally instead of their ideas, and assume that they're an idiot, and then just leave. End the conversation right there. That way, you don't have to hear about opposing thoughts or opposing ideas, learning new things, or intellectually expanding your mind. You just have to worry about becoming emotionally attached to your own ideas, being indoctrinated by, political ideas or anything that the media feeds you. And you can just go about your day and all is good. You can just be in your little echo chamber of people that agree with you all the time, and hopefully that works out for you. But assuming you want to have good relationships in your life, assuming that you want to, like I said, broaden your horizons and learn about new perspectives and become emotionally detached from your ideas and, live outside of an echo chamber of people that only agree with you, and try and find peace and harmony with tons of different types of people that come from tons of different types of backgrounds, then you're going to have to learn how to respectively and productively disagree with people. And so when you come across somebody that maybe is saying something or thinking something that doesn't really jive with everything that you think about or talk about or have view in the world, then you're going to come to a point where you need to either shut the fuck up and listen to whatever they say and respectfully think about it and say, okay, I hear these things. And you might want to start asking some questions like, why do you think that? How come you think that way? What led you to believe this? What led you to believe that thing? Would you mind hearing my opinion? Would you mind hearing an opposing thought? Are you tied down to that idea? Is that the hill you're going to die on? You could ask questions like that. I think that the most important thing, especially when you're in a conversation with somebody that you love and somebody that you care about, somebody that you want to continue having a relationship with, you should probably assume that they may know things that you don't already know. And so if you disagree with them and you have that feeling in your head like, oh, this person's a fucking idiot, I can't believe they think this way, then probably the most productive thing you can do at that point is start asking them questions. Instead of doing what I naturally feel like is the most fun thing to do, which is just yell out facts that you believe in that might shake up their worldview, I think that asking questions, and not just yes or no questions, but open-ended questions, about whatever you guys are disagreeing on, whether they know that you disagree with them or not already. Asking open-ended questions is probably the best way to start a conversation where you both can learn. This gives them the opportunity to actually think about their own idea. You could ask them things like I said earlier. Why is it that you think that way? What led you to believe this thing? What led you to think about this topic in such a way? How come you view it like that? And you'll see pretty quick why somebody might have firm standing beliefs on whatever topic they're talking about. There's certain people that'll say, oh, I heard I heard Jordan Peterson say that. I heard Joe Rogan say this. I heard AOC say this. I heard President Joe Biden say this. I heard Justin Trudeau say this. I heard CNN say it or Global News say it, and I saw a thing on Facebook or I watched this thing on Vice, and now I just believe it full-heartedly. You could, and then you could say, hey, well, have you heard this perspective before? What do you think of this? What would you think if this were true instead of that? Just asking open-ended questions. I find a lot of the time when I'm hearing people talk about things that they're very passionate about, or when I'm hearing people talk about things that, maybe I disagree with, or maybe they are just like kind of talking and complaining, and they're just saying a bunch of negative things, and I feel the urge to speak up. Sometimes I honestly just ask people, are you looking to vent right now, or are you looking to hear other opinions? Did you want to hear my opinion, or are you just kind of verbally having diarrhea right now, and you're just letting out ideas? Or do you want to have a conversation? Do you want to hear my opinion? And I find that personally, when I'm able to ask somebody, hey, do you want to hear my opinion? That subconsciously opens them up a little bit more to hearing something that they may or may not agree with. And, it allows conversation, like stimulating conversation, to actually happen. But like I said, you're going to have to use your best judgment with this, and you're going to have the two pretenses that we already spoke about. You're going to want to assume that you want to continue having a relationship with this person, and you're also going to assume that, you actually want to hear other people's opinions. You actually want to broaden your horizons, and it kind of falls upon the other person as well for them to be open-minded and hear about different perspectives. And the only thing that you can really do to prepare that is kind of prime them verbally with the question of like, hey, are you interested in hearing about other opinions? Are you interested in hearing about my opinion? Or are you just looking to talk today? Or are you just looking to have a little vent session? And some people are just talking to be heard, and they don't really care about, other people's opinions or learning or anything like that. And in that case, you just kind of understand, yep, this is just one of those people that just wants to fucking talk and talk and talk. And, I've been on both ends of that. I've been in the position socially where I'm just fucking listen to me. I don't want to fucking hear you. And then I've been on the other side of it where I'm hearing somebody say things like that, and you're just like sitting there looking at everybody else thinking, is this as painful for me as it is for everybody else here? I just thought that this would be a good little episode, a short and sweet little episode for you guys as we cruise into this weekend, especially in the summertime where, social outings are a little bit more prominent. There's barbecues going on. There's people going to the beach. There's tons of different like parties and things to go to, social environments. And you're going to probably come across people that don't agree with you if you if you haven't already fucking canceled half your family and stopped seeing them because they had different opinions than you. So, I think that those are kind of the main things to think about. When you come across people that disagree with you in conversations, you really have to think about, do you value this friendship? Do you value this relationship? Do you want to keep it going? Are you open-minded? And can you say things in a way that are compassionate enough and empathetic enough that you can get them to be a little bit more open-minded? And the best way to do that is to ask questions instead of just saying whatever you think, maybe priming them a little bit with some questions, dropping a couple breadcrumbs and saying like, hey, are you interested in hearing about this? Are you interested in hearing about that? And their response is going to tell you pretty quick whether or not they actually want to hear your opinion. And then you can kind of, use your best judgment of if you want that relationship to continue in the first place based on their response of if they're, the type of people that are interested in having these types of conversations. And so that's all I really wanted to chat about today. It's just a short and sweet little episode-y poo for you guys. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to talk about. If you guys have any topics that you want me to talk about, if you guys have anything that you want me to discuss, you want to hear my opinions on or anything like that, shoot me a DM on Instagram. reach out to me there. It's at Risen Fallen. We do have threads going as well now. We jumped on that fucking bandwagon because I do truly believe that privacy doesn't exist anymore. We should just let social media companies have all our attention and all of our time and have all of our opinions so that one day, hopefully, I have enough social credit score so that I can buy a house. So that's all I got going on for today. I'm going to check out here and cruise on into the weekend with you guys. I will catch you on Monday. Much love and peace out, you beautiful human beings. I love you all.